How to start calisthenics at home, no equipment edition. So I'm going to be showing you a variety of exercises that you can do at the comfort of your own home. Starting off, we're going to be tackling push exercises. The first one is push-ups. Now, there are many ways you can go about this, different variations, but people usually do them wrong. Mainly, they lack in posterior pelvic tilt. So when they get into it, the core engagement is not there, or if it is there, it's not engaging in the right way, where it's, recruiting your lower back as well. Hence why you usually see the arch when the typical gym bros do their push-ups, is because they're not tucking their belly button in back towards their spine. So to fix this, you obviously got to think about doing the hollow body hold. So when doing this, you're going to lie on your back with your belly button pulled down towards your spine and squeeze in your glutes. You see how there's no curve in my lower back, and that's what posterior pelvic tilt is. The opposite is anterior pelvic tilt, which is the form that most people do. So once we fix this, we're going to go for 10 to 12 reps for 3 sets. And if you can't do any push-ups yet, try doing incline, because when you put your hands on an elevated surface, it's going to put your body at an angle position, and this is going to take weight away from your upper body and distribute it to your lower body, hence why you're able to do more reps with the right range of motion. Next, we've got diamond push-ups. This one will isolate your triceps, which is essential for the muscle up and other advanced pushing calisthenic skills. So these are the two main exercises that I would use when it comes to push-ups. Diamond push-ups, so creating a diamond shape at the center of your chest. This will narrow the stance of your body, which will require more core strength to keep yourself in a stable position. When doing the push-up, keep your elbows tucked in close to your torso rather than flatten them out, because if you do, it's going to put your shoulders in an uncompromised position, which can mess up your rotator cuff. And also don't forget to keep that posterior pelvic tilt. So I don't want to be seeing no arching in your lower back. And to get the most out of this exercise, imagine yourself twisting your hands outwards, so then you can squeeze your chest even more, and you're going to get that extra contraction in the top of the diamond push-ups. So do that for 10 to 12 reps for 3 sets. Up next, we have got pike push-ups. Now, like most people, when they do calisthenics, handstands has got to be one of the exercises that anyone must do, really, if they're getting serious at calisthenics. So pike push-ups will help to build up the shoulder strength and the foundation to be able to hold yourself upside down. There are many ways you can do the pike push-up. So the stand one is having your hands shoulders width apart, feet together, and then walk your hands back towards your feet to create this inverted V shape. When coming down, you want to keep your core tight, bend the elbows and keeping them close to your torso. Don't flare them out. Lower down until your nose touches the ground. And when pushing up, you want to tuck your ears in between your shoulders. Kind of like a shoulder extension, tucking those ears in. A lot of people will just keep their neck out like a turtle trying to sneak out of their shell. We don't want that. To get that extra range of motion, we want to do that shoulder extension, so that way you can have to tuck your ears in between your shoulders. If this gets too easy, elevate your feet. Placing your feet on top of a plyometric box or something that is higher than you is going to create an inverted L shape. That's the ideal, right? And when you're in this shape, your hips will be stacked on top of your shoulders and wrists, and this will put much more load on your shoulders. Do between 5 to 10 reps. Up next, we've got handstands. Now, you're at home, you've got walls everywhere, so the frog stand or the frog pose is a great drill to teach you the basics of how to balance your hands without actually being in a handstand. Pretty much you're gonna place your hands on the ground at about shoulders width apart with your fingers spreaded wide and then fingertips pulled back to create this bear grip. Now we spread our fingertips wide to create more surface area, so that way we have more leverage in pressing down our fingertips and controlling our balance. As you lean into it, we're going to rest our inner knees onto our outer elbows. We're going to bend our arms, bring our nose close towards the ground, lift one leg up followed by the other, and then trying to balance. The key is to stack your hips on top of your wrist. If you're too far back, then your center of mass is not aligned, which is why we need to keep our hips stacked in front. So ideally, lean your nose closer towards the ground, and don't worry about face planting, because you can just twist off to the side. It is so simple. And what this exercise will teach you is, if you're falling forward, you're going to grip down with your fingertips to to counterbalance, using them as the brakes. If you're falling backwards towards your feet, you're going to press down with the palms of your hands, so this bottom part here, to stop yourself from falling down. Simple as that. Once you can do 20 seconds of it, you can also simultaneously do chest to wall handstand holds. Very, very simple. Walk your hands and feet back, and I would start off with 45 degrees hold, just to get yourself comfortable being upside down. The key is to visualize yourself holding that hollow body position. Core squeeze, glute squeeze, lower back flat, push through your shoulders and tuck your ears in between. And as you get stronger, so do this for about 20 seconds, move your hands gently closer back towards the wall, and the ideal position is to have your hips stacked on top of your shoulders and your wrists. Again, pushing through your shoulders, point your toes, and then we're just going to hold this for 20 to 30 seconds. And this is the introductory to the handstand, and we'll just leave it here. Up next, we have got hollow body hold. This has got to be one of the staple core exercises when it comes to Cali. When you see YouTube videos out there, everyone mentions hollow body hold because it's true. It's going to teach you how to brace your core isometrically. So lie on the ground with your back flat onto the ground, and then you're going to squeeze your core by pulling your belly button down towards your spine and pushing your hips flexors forward to then create a flat lower back. There should not be any arch in there. Keep your feet together, lock your quadriceps, point your toes, so then your legs will be straight. Your feet should be 6 inches off the ground, but if you can't do that, lift them up just a little bit more, as this will reduce the pressure on your abs. And if this still feels too hard, tuck your knees in towards your chest, bring your hands down and brace your core. Try to protract your shoulder blades as well as you do this, so rounding your kind of chest forward to pull your shoulder blades away from each other. Up next, we have got lying leg raises. This is one of my favorite core exercises because it works literally the entire abdominals and your hip flexors. So lie on the ground, similar stance as the hollow body position, and then point your toes, lift your legs up until they are vertically up, feet stacked on top of knees, stacked on top of your hips, in creating that L shape. And then come down 6 inches off the ground, your heels will be, and then you can go back up. That's it. Do this in a slow and controlled manner, so you can go 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down. And if you feel like your back is still arching, you can place your hands underneath your butt to lift your butt up a little bit more. You can even make it harder by pushing your hips up at the top range position to really increase the range of motion on your core muscle. And finally, the plank. Classic. There's a technique behind this as well. Get into the plank position, shoulders stacked on top of your elbows, core tight, glutes tight, and protract your scapulars. So pull your shoulder blades away from each other. Think about pulling your chest in towards the ceiling to create that protraction, that round turtle shaped back. And what this is going to do is going to condition your serratus anterior for the protraction, which will be useful down the line when you train for the planche. Hold this for about 20 to 60 seconds. And these are the 3 main exercises that should be good enough for you to progress onto the L-sit, the muscle up, the handstand, all of that good stuff. So if you do enjoy this video, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, so that way you can come back for more videos like this one. And I really appreciate it too. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.